Launch your product or service like a pro with this guide. Phil Bacon, an introduction. You have successfully thought of a product or service. Here is where your product or service launch should be thought of months in advance to succeed. You'll have everything planned, including a website, its content, products/services, images, and all the supporting plugins and software to help you track your campaign, email marketing, imagery/videos for teasers, product or service portfolio, social media and PPC campaigns, events including going live on social media, how to avoid burning out when launching your own product or service. Launching a product or service is an exciting time, but it can also be a stressful time. It's important to think about the best practices for success in business while you are launching your product or service so that you can avoid burning out. The most important thing to do when launching your own product or service is to do your research and make sure that you have done everything that needs to be done before the launch date. This will help you avoid last-minute stressors and will make sure that your launch goes smoothly. It's also important to take care of yourself during this time. You should get enough sleep, eat well, and exercise regularly so that you are at your best during the launch period. If possible, make sure to schedule some downtime for yourself in advance, so that when it comes around you know how much free time you have available for some R&R. Prepare for the best possible launch of your product or service. It is not easy to launch a product or service. It needs a lot of time, effort and money to be successful. So it is important to do some preparation before the launch of the product or service. Here are 4 ways to be prepared. Understand your audience and how they will use your product. Create a strong brand name and logo. Have a clear call to action in all your marketing campaigns. Make sure you have the right marketing channels to reach your audience. Essentially, these tips will save you from wasting time and resources on channels that don't work for you or your audience. Top tip: it's better to start using one channel and building this successfully before branching out to more channels. Here are some tips for launching your product or service successfully. Do your research and analyze your target audience before launching the product or service. Create an outline of what you want to share with your customers about this new release. Create a list of all the people that you need to reach out to, media contacts, bloggers, etc. Prepare for any possible response from people such as negative feedback and complaints about pricing. Ensure you succeed at launching your product or service on time and on budget. Launching your product or service can be a daunting task. It often takes time and money to get everything ready for the public, but there are ways that you can ensure you succeed at launching your product or service on time and on budget. One of the best ways to make sure that you launch your product or service on time and on budget is to plan ahead. This means making a list of all of the steps it will take to get your product or service out into the world, including any legal work that needs to be done, any marketing that needs to be done, etc. You should also make sure that you have enough funds set aside for these steps in advance, so that they don't cause delays in your timeline later down the line. The first step is to build a prototype and test it in the market with customers. You can then use feedback from this first round of testing to make changes and release a new version of your product or service. Another way is to find an investor who can provide funding for your project. This will allow you to hire staff, buy new equipment, and expand your business without having to worry about where the funds will come from in the future. Just starting? See how we can help with your marketing? We are beyond. Marketing Manage provides a full review, streamlining and optimization service that will take your marketing and advertising to the next level. Please see our range of services or complete the form to discuss your needs with us. Straightforward approach. We always start by finding out about your business. It's unique. Then we get to work on planning, building your strategy and adding sizzle to your marketing. Our combined backgrounds are a combination of both generalist and digital marketers, largely focused on digital marketing and also how it can be blended with offline marketing. It has meant that we have had to be hands-on and strategic.